Hello, in this video you will learn what a Suckless program is and why I think you can improve both your mental and physical health by using Suckless programs instead of non-Suckless alternatives. Let us start with some background. The term Suckless program has its origin in the Suckless organization, which was created in 2006. The Suckless organization is a network of people centered around the website xdotool, its mailing list, and its founder, Anselm Garb. Anselm has explained why he started the Suckless organization in an episode of the FLOSS weekly podcast, which I can highly recommend. Anselm is also the author of a popular window manager called DWM that you might have heard about. The Suckless organization publishes and maintains several programs and has a philosophy document explaining its core beliefs related to software. Let us now dig into what a Suckless program is. Of course, this is a very subjective matter. However, based on texts and programs published by the Suckless organization, one can distill a few properties that a program should have to be called Suckless. Number 1. The program should follow the Unix philosophy for software design, which means that the program should focus on doing one task and doing that task well. Number 2. The number of features included in the program should be small, and features that can easily be accomplished in some other way. For example, by piping the output of the program to some Unix utility should be excluded. Number 3. The program's source code should be as easy to understand as possible. Few lines of code usually mean that it is easy to understand what the program is doing. Number 4. The program should also have a build and configuration process which is simple and easy to understand. Typically, Suckless programs are configured by editing a source code file. For example, this file is commonly named config.h if the program is written in C. Number 5. A Suckless program can depend on other software and libraries if this makes things simpler and easier to understand and maintain. However, it is positive if the program has as few dependencies as possible, as this makes it less likely to break due to a change in some of its dependencies. Number 6. A Suckless program's user interface is primarily intended for technically skilled users, such as programmers. This means that the creator of the program should take great care to make the user interface efficient for experienced users. But user-friendliness for users who don't have a software engineering background is of less importance. Finally, number 7. The source code of a Suckless program should be freely available, and modifications to the source code should be permitted. Let's now look at a program called Cent, which you can see on the left-hand side of the screen. Cent is an example of one of the Suckless programs that are published by the Suckless organization. Cent is a program for doing slideshow presentations, so one can compare it to Microsoft PowerPoint or the presentation tool in LibreOffice. Cent takes a plain text file as input and displays a window with slides derived from the text file. An empty line in the text file signals that a new slide shall begin. A slide consists entirely of unformatted text or an image. Slides are automatically scaled so the content fits the window. To write a text slide, one simply writes text, and to create an image slide, one writes a line with a special character followed with the path to the image file. Cent's source code is approximately 1000 lines of C code, including white spaces and comments. One can contrast this with LibreOffice's roughly 10 million lines of code. LibreOffice is an office suite containing a presentation tool, so it can do more than just presentations. The comparison is thus not fair, but since Cent's code size is only about 0.01% of LibreOffice's code size, it still shows a big difference in complexity. The simplicity of Cent is of course a great advantage when it comes to fixing bugs and personalizing the program to one's own preference. Despite its simplicity, Cent is still a very powerful presentation tool if you combine it with a text editor and image editor, as you have seen in this video. Other Suckless tools are typically similar in this respect. They might look primitive at first sight, but they can be very powerful if you combine them with other tools. I like Suckless programs because they give me a sense of control and power. Let me explain why Suckless software gives me control and power. By being small and easy to change, I can fully understand Suckless programs, fix bugs or add functionality to them by myself. Therefore, I can be in control of Suckless programs without depending on an external entity. As Suckless programs are designed to be easily combined with other software, it is easy to combine them to create new efficient tools. Can all computer programs be Suckless? I don't think so. Take an advanced 3D modeling software like Blender, for example. This type of software requires sufficiently advanced algorithms and data structures so that they are not easy to understand or modify. However, I believe that many other applications, such as bookmarking systems and calendars, are often overly complex and can easily be replaced by Suckless alternatives. There are several serious academic studies that suggest that one's sense of control is correlated with several positive mental and physical health measurements. This makes sense to me, as my own personal well-being is typically better when I feel a sense of control. Therefore, given that Suckless programs improve your sense of control, I think it's reasonable to believe that they might also improve your mental and physical health. Given that one takes the research on the sense of control seriously, it is worth contemplating if computer programs that are buggy and overly complex are harmful to your health. Based on my own experience and the people I have seen around me, I think the answer to this is yes. Thanks for watching or listening to this video. If you want to see more similar things in the future, you can subscribe to the channel.